Hey everybody, welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I am Bob, and we have a lot to talk about. Like, quite literally, there are a lot of things on the screen to talk about. Let's talk about how they're all coming at Karzin, and I need to decide what I'm going to do with these two stacks here. I'd say they're all coming after Karzin and Farron's armies, but let's be honest, they're out full blood. The bounty on this guy right now has to be in the orders of like tens of thousands of gold. And based on what I've seen of Ferox's forces, he could probably pay it. There is a lot of crap heading my way. I had some good advice from you guys. I want to kind of work my way through all of this. I'm pretty sure I already know what I'm going to do, but let's just kind of go through some of this together. So, if I stay in the city, options are to make Firstborn. Jeff suggested that, which will take a little bit of time to do because I'd have to build a pool of Firstborn, so it's not an immediate solution. But I think that Hubert Chow also had a really great idea. Build Dwarf Forge Priests and use them to give Guardian Flames to people, which will help protect against some of the fire damage that I'm dealing with. I'd kind of lean towards Forge Priests if I decide to stay, I think. Jeff also suggested hitting the Orange Leader with strategic spells, maybe trying to take him out of the picture. The only one I could really do anything with would be Wrath of God, which does 15 damage to target enemy army. Wrath of God costs like 90. I could only cast it once this turn. It's not gonna one-shot him. There's no way, unfortunately. But it's good thinking. It's just I do not have really high damage strategic map spells. At least not good for dealing with somebody like Ferox trying to nuke him from a distance. But yes, good idea nevertheless. It would be nice to take him out of the picture. It's just not possible at the moment. Let's see here. We've got from Jimbro and Blurry Intervision said case Jimbro and Blurry Intervision both suggested casting Paid Absolution on the city Karzin is in, which I didn't realize or had forgotten, but that also gives units plus 200 morale when within the Enchanted City's domain, so that could improve my odds a little bit, get everybody a little bit happier. And there's nothing here that says it doesn't apply to undead. So my theory is that it would boost all these guys to 400 morale, which would be pretty nice. Check my land for... Oh, that was a comment from Jim Bro regarding checking my land for unexplored wizard towers, and Blurry Inner Vision also mentioned Forbidden Sanctums. That's something I just need to do in general. I'll try to remember to do that before the end of this episode to scan for that. Impregnable advised running away because of all the holes in the walls of this city, which is a great point that I almost didn't even think about, but walls don't repair immediately in this game. They take damage over time. It takes some time to fix. So right now, if I get hit by all this stuff, they're going to be able to just come pouring through the walls and go straight after all the guys I've got in the back. So that would be really bad. That's a pretty good case for not sticking around. And then from Blurry Vision also suggested using Hallowed Domain, which is a spell that lowers enemy resistance. It also gives me plus 60% spirit protection. That doesn't really matter in this case, but enemy units suffer a -3 resistance penalty, which would be nice for anyone who does damage that the machines aren't already immune to, which is actually it's pretty much just the Firstborn, really, the Forge Priest to some extent. I don't think it would really help very much. It would be a lot more useful if Karzin had that Shock Sword, which is currently 7 turns away, so that's not getting here anytime soon. So with all that being said, I will return to this in a minute. Let me get to some of the other comments. I wanted to, I wanted to discuss this down here. This was another one from Casper Eklund, I think. No, I'm sorry. I'm getting comments mixed up here. It's hard to read and go through these at the same time. It was orange spots near sorcerer from impregnable. All this stuff down here is obviously more dreadnought stuff. Like, I don't think there's any end to the amount of units, because on top of the 74 I counted up there, there's also 2, 6. So now we're at 82, 84, 80, 86, 87, 88, 89, 89, almost 90 units that Orange has that are currently visible to me. You count these 4 up here, that's 93. Like, this is just crazy. He's probably got Centurion a long time ago. So I am going to probably have to factor that into my considerations, that he's got even more stuff I can't see. With all this in mind, I think we really have to back up. We really have to back up with Carson's group. I don't see a way that I win this battle. I know it's saying they can't back up, but that's because there's a cadaver in there with 0 movement. So what I think I'm going to do is follow the advice from Jeff a couple episodes ago, who suggested trying to retreat and get back to this bridge, and maybe holding that bridge, force it so only one stack can attack me at a time without them embarking. But this also ties into another comment, and I apologize, I'm kind of bouncing all over the place here between the game and the comments. This all kind of ties together. It was advice I got from Anon Me, who mentioned that the goblin armies are still underground. They're kind of close to Carson. They're not as close as I think Anon may have thought they were. They're still a little ways away. He thought they were right under Carson. But I was looking at the map, so that's all these armies I've got down here. I was looking at the map and realized there is a cave entrance right up here. Orange is sitting on it at the moment, which means he probably has units underground not far away from where the goblins are. But that would put it right about here, so I presume you could get to it by following this road east. And yeah, I've got all these guys down here. I thought I had another stack somewhere in the area, and I don't know where they went. I was thinking I had more than just these guys. I've got, obviously... Oh, that's where they are. They're all the swarm. They're kind of hidden a little bit, the swarm darters there. They're not particularly useful against the machines, but these guys have Demolisher, which would be nice. This would be nice backup for Carson, I think. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to back Carson up to the bridge, and I'll take out some units along the way. One thing I thought about doing was actually going on the offensive with Carson and Farron, hitting these two that are isolated by themselves, then coming down here and hitting this stack, which would be 4 units plus 2 units plus 4 juggernauts, and then I could take these 6 on by themselves. But at a certain point, you just gotta wonder, like, what is there out there that I can't see? And this kind of ties into the other one that was talking about the orange spots down here. Like, he's just got more units than I think is physically possible for a computer to have in this game. So I need to stop assuming there won't be more. There will always be more. So it is finally time, and it's heavy. My heart is heavy to say this, but I think it's finally time for Carson to fall back. If I can buy enough time, get that electricity sword in his arsenal, then maybe things will turn around and he can return. But for now, it's time to abandon ship. Now, I'm a little torn on whether to cast Scorched Earth on this city or not, but I think I really more or less have to. Carson could always... I really liked the city as a hold point, but Carson could always come back. So we're going to abort this casting Paid Absolution and switch to Scorched Earth. It is an active evil, yes. What race is this city? Actually, does it matter? It's a dwarf metropolis. The dwarves like me. Will I get a morale penalty from doing this? Oh, you don't suffer a morale penalty, a happiness penalty from cities raised by Scorched Earth. Don't know why, but okay. So, yep, city's all yours, buddy. That city and the useless cadaver in it, have fun. We'll be back. Oh, what do we got down here? Another hero that was hidden. Can't really get to him right now, but maybe later. Okay, guys. This is as good as it gets for now. Alright, that is just an auto combat right there. Okay. I think Carson can move one more space. No, he can't. Farron can, though. Alright, you guys get up on the road there. Could probably also get a little bit of free XP out of this. Maybe if I... One thing I would like to do is get Carson to max level. He's level 29 right now. I think the max is 30. There was a comment from, let's see here. Let me make sure I get this right. It was from both Jeff and Hubert Chow mentioned Blood Armor could pair interestingly with Carzan's army if I put a cherub with him, or not a cherub, like the opposite of a cherub, a cadaver. If I put a cadaver with him, that could be nice. But I'm also trying to keep in mind that I only have in total 7 skill points left after I level up again and get the last 5. I don't think you get any bigger bonus, but I think I'm gonna sort of just hang on to them for now, and maybe like if a situation arises where I need them, that it would be nice to have them, then maybe pick them back up. But for now, I think I'm just gonna leave it kind of the way it is, and I'll determine what to do with those later. In part because that's a decision I just don't want to have to think about at the moment. Put it off until later. So I'm gonna actually do manual combat for this. And which I should have probably done for the last one, and let Carzan go take those guys out by himself, just to try to stack XP on him. And well, you know what? Now that I think about it, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, you know what? It really doesn't matter. Carzan's gonna eventually level up, and somebody's gonna get the XP. Once Carzan hits max level, any extra XP would be wasted. But well, I've already started this, so I may as well finish it. Why don't we curse those guys? That would be nice if I could shoot them with something. Don't know that that's going to be possible. Maybe I could get this one with something. Alright, Farron. Use Black Bolts. Okay, now Carzan can get a war cry. He can killing momentum this guy. Then he can... Does he still have his sun spear? No, he doesn't. I think... Oh, unit is engaged. Oh, he can't use it while he's right up next to somebody. That's okay. Oh, look, I got lucky. What do you know? Yeah, I'm just going to spread the XP out. It doesn't really matter. Once Carzan hits level 30, any extra will be wasted on him anyway, so... Like, it is what it is. We'll see if they bunch up and try to attack that group with anything on its way out. You know, part of me thinks leaving the Wraith up there, or leaving a unit separate from the others, which I can't do now. But I was thinking... Well, actually, I still could. I'm wondering if it's wise to, like, leave the Wraith disjointed from Carzan's army, just because the enemy would not be able to attack me with... Like, right now, they could theoretically surround me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks. If I put a Wraith here, it puts me in a 3-group formation, which limits it to 4 regardless of how they attack me. So I actually probably will. I think just for the sake of being safe, I'll do that. And that way they could only get 4. Joint offers from the Dragon Cities, still going to leave that alone, especially that one. The other one is, like, kind of behind my territory enough that I might be able to think about that, but just for the sake of convenience, I'm leaving it for now. I'm not going to build dragons. I'm not going to put money into dragons, so I don't really see a point to doing anything else with it. In fact, I could probably just tell them, stop asking me. I'm gonna check off. Let me know when you're ready to talk. If there's some reason I need to do this later, you guys can let me know, but I don't really think that the dragons are going to come into play in this one. I wish I could just buy their units so I could go over and kill those stupid spiders popping up above ground, causing trouble every now and then. Alright, for next research, I would probably say Rugged Pioneers, I guess, because I don't have any outposts. The Kraken's pretty much useless. Yeah, that will at least help the builders move faster. Maybe they could dig more tunnels or move further and build forts or whatever, I don't know. I already know about Carzan's upgrades, talked about that. Grand Palace is done here, which is the final step in polishing off this Goblin City. I think at this point Arcane Item Forge isn't really useful either, so I think this city will probably just go to produce merchandise and stay there. Continue to foot the bill for the rest of my empire, which is My budget's doing pretty good. 2,270 gold with plus 1839, so I pretty much have all the money I need to make units, which I am spending as fast as I can. Domain invasion here. Yeah, that's the whole deal with the sorcerer. So I gotta probably take care of this now, actually. The sorcerer's army is pretty well kitted to fight the dreadnought just because of the fact that she's got that chaos rift and they don't like electricity. She's got several sources of electricity, actually. So the idea here going into this battle is that I really want to get my Storm Sisters to gold rank if I can. Anyone who isn't gold rank needs to be gold rank. So with that in mind, I think what I want to do is line up for a safer battle and take them in smaller groups if I can. And make sure all the Storm Sisters are in on it that need to be in on it. So they're probably gonna take that city, but I'm not really worried about that. I should be able to get it back pretty easily. Do I want to let it finish migrating, or do I want to cancel the migration so that when I go back in and cast Chaos Rift on it, it doesn't make the goblins unhappy with me? I think I'm gonna... Maybe I won't need to use Chaos Rift. I'm gonna not cancel that. I'm gonna let that keep going. Okay, so that Storm Sister's already got Inflict Stun. I think I will probably go kind of... Well, actually, I can get all three in. There's no reason not to. Everyone should have enough movement to get at everything else, I think. Alright. Yep, you're going to need to move this way. Very likely victory. Let's manual this and try to get those Storm Sisters some nice XP. Maybe I probably won't cast Chaos Rift here just because I don't want to waste it. Alright, so they're all charging one side, which isn't necessarily surprising. I am probably going to back off. Maybe that Storm... Well, these Storm Sisters both... No, only one of them has Inflict Stun. Okay. So I'm going to just try to spread people out and back them up so they don't all get fried. I want to lure all of them over this way. That guy is probably going to get fried. I will have to repair him later. Alright, I need you up here with your Inflict Stun. In fact, go ahead and cast Thunderstorm. Start softening them up a bit. Hopefully that leaves enough time for the rest of these guys to get over there. Actually, Thunderstorm may not have been a good idea. I'm thinking I might want to absorb pain on one of the Storm Sisters, actually, maybe rather than the Sorcerer, so I'll hold off on that. The Giant here can hit that guy with the boulder from the right angle. You know what? Everyone, I think you're fine where you're at. I'll get the other Storm Sisters who can stun up here and then probably say that's good enough. Ow. Alright. Everybody got set on fire. Well, you know what? It's more XP from healing, so I guess it all works out. Okay, now I want to stun these things with these Storm Sisters. Thunderstorm is still a good idea because it gives an increased chance for that to work. It's only a 28% chance on each, but no, not quite. Okay, got it on that one. I don't think I have anyone else who can do it except for the Sorcerer, so I guess you're up next. Alright, cool. I managed to stun both of them. Now I want her to move up here. Probably hit that one twice. And this idiot is welcome to attack that Crusader. That's fine. Who can heal? Well, aside from, like, everyone. Who can heal that hasn't already acted yet? You can heal, so why don't you help out that knight? I don't think these Storm Sisters are going to get in on any of the action. Alright, well now that you're all kind of distracted, Why don't you zap this guy? All right, and then you back up for some healing. Oh. Oh, he used True Resurrect. That's that's a good use of that spell, buddy. Good job. Use True Resurrect to come back and do 1 damage on something before dying anyway. Alright, well, these may not be able to get the kill, but I think I could at least heal something with them, so that's still XP. It counts. Well, she might be able to. Hang on, let me see if I can... I can stun. I can still use stun. Okay, that works. I probably can actually cheese quite a bit more XP out of that, except for the fact that the lightning's going to obliterate it on the next turn. So I still do need to try to kill it with somebody. Can I soften it up to get her the kill? Probably. Should be a way I can manage that. First, let's have you guys heal each other. Or you can heal the giant. I think he needs it more. Anyone else heal? Sorcerer, you can heal. If I can find it buried within your never-ending growing list of abilities. Okay, so she can stun. On the next turn, she could try to stun, she could try to stun, and then... No, wait, that's right. They're gonna... I just said that a second ago, and then I already forgot about what I said. 10 to 16 times 2. That will not kill it as long as I don't crit. Because that'd be 32. Okay. So now you can definitely kill it. Yes, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Sorry for blowing up you guys, but these things happen in war. Sometimes you have to stand right next to explosive machines. Alright, how's everyone's movement looking here? Because I want to get those 2 juggernauts in as well. Alright, I'm gonna probably move you guys here. So got 12 movement, that's basically 3 spaces. Can they move far enough to get there? Oh yeah, they've got... That army actually has more movement than everybody else, I think. So what I could do is move them here and here, then this army moves up. Yeah, this should work, I think. Attack with this one. Very likely victory. We'll do manual again. This one actually is really good reason to do manual. We're talking 3 cannons. They can do a lot of damage. Oh no! No, 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 no! Don't kill the sorcerer. Don't kill the sorcerer. Why didn't they kill the sorcerer? They could have. Oh, that would have been bad. Oh man, I don't know why they didn't kill the sorcerer. I have no clue. They could have. They almost always target heroes too, but instead they ran over here to just deal relatively meaningless damage to that storm sister back here, who is going to heal herself, by the way. Wow. I don't really deserve that, but then again, it's not like there's anything I can do about it if they're just gonna drive out with their cannons and blow the snot out of my sorcerer like that. Alright, well, she's been given a second chance at life, and I say we take it. So transfer pain immediately, please. And we aren't messing around here. Gonna go back and actually spread out. Well, now she can't, but I'm gonna do a thunderstorm. Lowers the fire damage. Probably should heal her if I can, but it's not really imperative now. I want you just out of here. She doesn't have, yeah, she doesn't have any special little abilities, so. How about the, I want the shock trooper going after that thing, so I want you guys to go deal with it. You have a ranged attack, and you might need to use it. Can you possibly stun this? That would be great. Yes, thank you. You can go make him reconsider his life choices. You come down here. You, if you can get a shot in on it, go for it. Alright. Cannons are all done shooting. They gotta reload now, so that's helpful at least. I'm gonna use her to try to stun that one. Takes him out of commission. The only thing you can do any significant damage to is those guys, so we'll take that. And Shock Trooper can go kill them, then move over here, break guard, allowing you guys to go up and get a flank. And you can also run around and get a flank. That should keep them occupied for a while. Giant might actually be able to kill that thing with a boulder from the right angle. Probably not, though, because I've more or less blocked his view. You know what? You run up here. Smash stuff. Maybe from this angle I can get a decent throw? No. It's fine. Well, Thunderstorm went for that one. Okay. Everything is good. Everything is fine. Alright, I want to try to have her get the kill on that cannon, I think. That's the goal. Which is going to require some pretty precise whittling down of that thing's health. The Shrine of Smiting isn't a bad way to do it. Okay. 6 to 9. That could theoretically... I'm gonna say try to stun it. Okay, what I'm gonna do is move her here. Nope, that's still too much. I'll go for the stun. Okay, that'll work. The lightning could target that unit, but there's not really a lot I can do to stop that. I guess I could stop this spell. Actually, I could stop that at any time. It's my spell, so maybe I could call it off. I keep forgetting you can do that. Alright, you're gonna want to back up. Actually, I probably should have used her to stun something else. That's okay, the sorcerer can do it. Alright, cool. This guy here is... Oh, maybe I can stun him too. Yeah. I'm gonna stun everybody while I can. Well, now that doesn't matter. So, I guess you just die because I don't want you reloading and causing trouble. Whoops. Go get him. There you go. Alright, now you can blow him up. I would like to heal... You know, I need to heal my sorcerer before the next battle, too. With, like, everyone who can heal her. Because I don't want... well, the Juggernauts can't fire the mortar on the first round anyway, so they're really not as dangerous as a horde of cannons, I suppose, but... Dang, I gotta be really careful about when charging in against cannons. That's kind of a wake-up call, I guess. Alright, well, everyone is stunned, all the remaining all 2 of the remaining units, so I'm going to end this spell so it doesn't end the battle, and go to the next turn. Now, I should be able to kind of keep them stun-locked to some extent. It's probably good for you to try that, I guess. Wait, you've already done that. Okay, what about you? You've used it. About you, you're too far away. I'll have you get the kill on this thing, I guess. I need to stun lock that again, just so the sorcerer has time to heal. Alright. She could possibly stun lock it, but she could also heal the sorcerer, as could she. I'm gonna try to... Okay, I got a little lucky there. That's perfect. So I can move the sorcerer here, and I've got lots of people with healing around, so... I'm actually gonna move the sorcerer here, I think. Get her closer to that Storm Sister. And then... Oh, that made her too far away from... Well, she can still move again, though. Okay, so what I can do is heal her with that unit. Then I can move her here. Heal her with this Storm Sister. Then move him down and heal her with that guy. So she's almost back to full health. One more will do it. And nobody's standing next to that cannon now, so that open. Let's... We're able to let loose on that thing. She just became gold medal. And who is left that isn't gold medal? I guess that one isn't. And the sorcerer can actually... Not that it matters what way she's looking at the moment, but she can heal herself too, so there's that. Probably just use a... nourishing... I was going to use nourishing meal, but it doesn't really matter. And then I think that's good. Well, actually, maybe I should have saved healing for her. But otherwise, looking pretty good, I think. Okay, do any Storm Sisters have healing left? Or has it respawned for anyone? Fortunately, she can heal herself. Okay. Why is it stuck on you? There we go. Alright, so at this point it becomes more of a game of trying to stun lock this guy and then for a couple turns, which actually worked quite nicely. And then she can just back up and I'll damage it with somebody. Like her, I'll soften it up a bit. And then use the extra turns that I have now to kind of repair stuff. In fact, why don't you go ahead and nourishing meal on this person who's still just a little injured. And that should still be stunned for a couple more turns, so what I will do is move here. She can try to stun lock it again. Resisted. Stunned, okay. You can shoot it twice without blowing it up, probably. But just in case you crit, I'm gonna use Touch by Faith on something random just for XP. And do these guys have... I guess I could try to dispel. I could try to dispel some buff from somebody. Yay, magic. Okay. Don't crit. Here you go. Hopefully this gets her to the last level. Okay. Gold rank for 2 more Storm Sisters, I think. I think it was just 2. Looks like I had several promotions there, actually. 3 Storm Sisters, plus a few other units. Nice. Alright, now here's a little bit of a problem. Those guys are now in the way. And I would like to have the sorcerer... Well, I guess the sorcerer could split, hop over to this army. I think this army is going to one-on-one those things, because I want to make sure I stay in this triangle formation. And everybody else is pretty much running out of movement, so... Like, this army could move up and move back. I suppose. But I kind of like the position they're in, and I don't feel like I need extra help. The only other thing I'd like is if I can get another Storm Sister ranked up, but they pretty much all are, so... How about you? You've got 15, right? We'll have you come hang out just because Absorb Pain is useful. Alright. We'll just do this. It's a very likely victory, should not be a problem. Okay, let's start off with that good old-fashioned thunderstorm. Also making sure that, okay, she can move here and she can get just close enough to where we can transfer pain, and she can still cast that thunderstorm, and that will lower everyone else's vulnerability to shock. There's still only an 8% chance of stunning? Okay then. Well, then I guess that changes my plans. Get behind cover, Storm Sisters. In fact, stay on defense. I don't want to lose you guys. I don't know why they're so... Why are they so resistant to the shock effect? That doesn't make any sense. 8%? That seems weirdly... They have a 60% shock weakness. Why is it so low chance to trigger? I don't get that. Well, I think the knight needs to go cause trouble, so... And, you know what? You're good hanging back here. Maybe somebody will need healing. I'd rather stay kind of spread out. Ow. Well, at least now it's up to 32% with their guard down. That's still not great, but hey, I got it. Alright, cool. Alright, see, now your healing is needed. There's a couple stuns. And, you know what? I'm going to use the knight to beat this one up, lower its health a little more. In fact, Shader can help too. I want them both within kill range. Oop. Okay. I'm still going to probably give this XP to the Storm Sister, or at least make sure they get XP. Actually, probably from healing themselves. Or have her heal herself. Have this one heal the Exalted. Then I'll let the Sorcerer actually... Well, actually, no, the Sorcerer can use Touched by Faith, or can heal again. Yeah, we'll do that. And then you can dispel something, I guess. Let's make sure I have enough firepower to take these out. 8 times 3. He should be able to. Let's go ahead and get that one. Okay. And then he will definitely kill the other one. So yeah, why don't you dispel that. Just squeeze as much XP out of these guys as I can. Alright, and there is Green's capital, just like I was expecting. In fact, I could get it on the next turn. If I'm willing to just let Orange kind of run through behind me. I've got some stuff coming. It's a fairly small number of things they have down there, so I'm not too worried about that. For now, I think it's probably best to reform into an army of some consistency here. In fact, I am going to move everyone forward. I'm going to move the whole Sorcerers group forward, and then I can move that group forward, and we'll form a triangle right in this mountain choke point. I like that. I think they could actually move there, and it'd be even better. Okay. So you there. You there. We need one more for the Sorcerers crew. Probably one of those Storm Sisters, if they have enough movement. You look like a candidate. You move there. You move here. And, you're not devout, are you? He is devout. Okay. So I want him in this army to help prepare that shrine. That looks good. We'll just leave him there, and we'll see what green decides to do. I'm really hoping their leader shows up somewhere. I haven't seen him in a while, so be nice to find out where he is now that I know for sure I can take out their capital. Maybe I'll get lucky and Ganon's army will be able to find him over here. So I'm going to take a flying unit. Anyone will do. Why would you take that weird convoluted route? I don't get that. Just wasted extra move. No, wait, no he didn't. Did he? Yeah, he did. Alright, whatever. Okay, so now we can see what we're up against. Which is not much. Ganon's army is a little OP for this area, I think. We're gonna move these guys down. Probably kind of like this, I think. Could have attacked from maybe a more aggressive angle and gotten to the other side of the city, but well, I could still do that actually. So what I could do is have you guys go here. Yeah, this will work. Ganon goes here, and these guys attack like this, but it'll still put everybody all next to each other, and then we can properly squish these guys. I am going to manual this because it is the sorcerer. He could have some nasty spells. Don't want to lose anything if I don't have to. But I should be able to be pretty aggressive with my Exalted in this one and just kind of swarm them. I'd rather avoid the shrines getting damaged. They're still repairing from previous battles, so I'll probably leave them out of this. These guys could use some health if I can get it to them. Except for this one, I think I'm going to have... Ganon doesn't have a flying mount. I feel like he needs one. It'd be nice for a situation like this. Well, let's start by a little thunderstorm. And I was kind of hoping I could heal some of those Exalted that are kind of weak first. So I'll probably send them over to Ganon's direction first. There's really not a lot of healers, considering this is my Theocrat army. Now that's rude. I said I wanted to heal before running after you and massacring you. Alright, whatever. Goblin Exalted, go get some heals. Alright. Move you into attack position. Ganon can patch this guy up. And then all of you can go charging in. Including you. You'll come back if you die. And why not throw the troll with regeneration in for the fun of it? And this guy's got slip away, so he can always heal himself. Okay, that looks good. What will you do? Oh crap, forgot about AoE stun. I gotta get rid of that guy. We can't be having any of that, son. You know, he could war cry. Probably kill him. No, not quite. Maybe with a little help from the giant, if he can reach. That wall's still got a little bit of health left. That would be really nice if you could just... Nope, you're one space too short. Okay. Well, you know what? Here's an Iron Heart for you. Probably actually should have tried like Dispelling or something if Ganon has that. It'll leave you on defense. Make that guy decide what he wants to risk doing. Shrines are fine, stay put. That's good. That's enough. Oh, now they got... They get that ogre now. Alright. Oh, he stunned me. Rude. No, I got a chance to panic them with the goblins. That could be fun. Not quite. Here's a rock. Cannon, I need you. Throw something at that guy. Don't know what. He's not really a huge threat. I'm not worried about it. If they take somebody down, they take somebody down. Actually, maybe Ganon can convert him. That'd be fun. I should have probably tried to convert the Draconian, but... Oh, okay. Well, that works. Knock, knock. Oh, you got him back up. Oh, it's that, okay. Right. It's the Crypt of Unlife. So he is a ghoul now. Could you please do this without getting stunned? Wow, you're really bad at this game. Here's another boulder. Stay dead this time. Okay. He dispelled that, I guess, or something. It happened very fast. I didn't see it. But that's fine. Patch this guy up. You go up here, kill that. You guys come over here and tear that trap apart, please. Okay, pretty easy win. That gives me a nice line of sight here. Ferak better not be like embarked on a river or some really annoying spot. His days are numbered. There are more orange units over here. Wow. This is a human metropolis. I'm actually just going to absorb this. I wouldn't mind having some human tech. I think... Do I already have some? I was thinking this city over here used to be human. I migrated it to elves a long time ago, so I don't think I have had human tech until now. Yeah. I don't know if I'll really keep this city for very long or do anything with it, but it's still nice to have. Alright, so since... I'm gonna move this group down here so there's somebody on that bridge. Actually, no, that's just actually perfect the way it is, I think. Yeah, I actually like that setup, because then anything that comes across the bridge can only be one tile attacking me. One stack of units. Alright. So I'm got green kind of on the ropes here. I still don't know where Ferak is. I'm tempted to summon a cherub and just fly it in and see if I can spot him. I might do that. Unfortunately, it's green, so he'll probably actually kill the cherub. Orange just does not care. Speaking of the cherub over by orange, I think he can go a little bit further. Yeah. You gonna come do something about that guy or not? Alright, that group's set up the way I want them to be set up. My hero can level up, my halfling sorcerer. So I'm gonna get sorcery 6. And I think there is still a sorcery 7. Yeah, costs 9. A little while before I can get that. You know, a vision range upgrade might be worth it. Yeah, I want that. Still no sign of... Crap. There's Really hoping I could spot him. Still no sign of Dova anywhere. This is confusing me. You'd think he'd be... I mean, I'm cutting pretty deep into his empire. You'd think he'd have showed up by now. He's not in the void, is he? Hang on. No, he is not in the void. I don't know. Alright, I think I had saved up to get Ganon a few more hit points, so I'll go ahead and do that. Gotta remember, his armies all got Divine Justice Arts too. I keep forgetting about that, but they will keep coming back as long as he sticks around. Praise the Leader Festival. Alright, 270 gold. Still have to upgrade towards the Goblin Tier 3 structure before I can get Tame Trolls, so I'm a few turns away from that. Public baths. I can pretty much spend money willy-nilly on upgrades now and just go for... Actually, that's all I really can do here. Because once those 3 are done, then I can build the Grand Palace. But I think this city down here was on merchandise. I can now pretty much queue up whatever I need, which is also, I think, already underway. So I think we're actually okay there. That city is making firstborns. That city is upgrading. I want to make sure I don't have anyone just sitting producing merchandise, because right now I have an abundance of resources. I'm gonna end up with about 300 casting points, I think, which is pretty cool. Speaking of casting points, I need to remember to cast probably Paid Absolution. I'm gonna queue it for use, but then not use it yet, and that way maybe I won't forget to cast Scorched Earth there. Goblins are very happy. Alright. Temple, stone wall. I'll throw the Great Temple on after that. What happened to those dragons underground? Are they still fluttering around down here? There they are. I don't know what they're doing, but we'll find out soon enough, I guess. That's what these Goblin Exalted are for. I'm gonna probably lose that city, but I'll get it back. I'll just let it keep doing what it's doing. Produce a Grand Palace here, so that's good. It's probably why I suddenly seem to have a spike in gold income. Some of these Grand Palaces are finally getting done, so let's just enjoy that merchandise. Not have to think about money for a while. I wish I could like hurry production and get a unit instantly, kind of like you can in Planetfall, because then I could basically be building 2 Exalted per turn rather than 1, which would be nice. This guy is en route straight east, if I remember. He's going straight to where the sorcerer is. I'm just leaving him there as a general defense. I don't really know why, but I'm too lazy to move him or do anything else with him. These guys are the last couple shrines going underground to help deal with the Necro, I believe. And you may be the last Exalted going underground to help deal with the Necro. I think the rest are going to go straight after the Dreadnought. Alright, I got a Shrine of Smiting, a couple Exalteds. I had a weird plan for how I was going to do this. I think I could probably implement it now. I would, or maybe wait until I have... I don't know. I don't know what's going to be in that Naga dwelling, or whether this army could beat it. It probably could. But I'll wait for one more. I'm going to wait for one more guy, one more Exalted, and then I'll send 3 of them. Shattering Hammer's done in this city just in time for it to not matter at all. Make me money until the bitter end, please. Okay, still get a temple here. Free money. City finish migration. Okay, so I gotta decide what to do with these armies down underground here. I'm gonna... Well, now it doesn't really matter a lot. I mean, I still need to get them to Carson, but Carson's gonna have a pretty solid defense spot. So I'm gonna take the time to at least run over here real quick and send a big beetle in. I'll do no mercy. I can honestly probably auto this. Yeah. Oh, dang, the Ice Queen very nearly died. Okay. Probably shouldn't have autoed that. But they've got time to patch up. She's got a few healers, so... moving forward, this group is going to all go topside and help Carson, I think. Maybe I'll leave a couple junk defenders in the city, or maybe just leave the cherub down here with somebody else. I don't know. I'd prefer to keep that priest with me, I think. We'll leave the cherub and the great sword to keep an eye on things down here, probably. I can't really have too many stacks going with Carson because he's gonna... I mean, he's already got Farron's group, so... And to be honest, these guys aren't gonna be really that helpful anyway, so... They might be useful against, like, flyers and stuff. Which, Orange does have quite a few flyers. Alright, so for this city, what do I want? Builder's Hall, I guess. I'll just queue up stuff. It doesn't really matter at this point. Actually, yeah, anything that boosts growth, I think, so I can get access to the mines faster. I'll probably go Builder's Hall, Public Baths, then maybe do a shrine or laboratory, maybe. I'll do a laboratory. I'll probably end up switching that stuff out as I go. It's hard to say how much longer this game is going to go. I really thought it was close to over, but Ferric's putting up even a far bigger fight than what I thought he would. Let's prioritize the hospital over stables of vigor. There we go. Domain invasion. Domain invasion at Ushalan. No kidding. All right. Is this city not producing? That city should be on infinite exalted production. That should never stop. Never stop making exalted. Speaking of exalted, there's a dungeon we can go dig into. Also, these guys... Wait, can they... No, I got Exalted's underground to deal with the dragons. I'm going to focus on getting these guys to the north center of the map, I think. I probably won't even clear everything on the way, just the stuff that's convenient. I want to get them out there as quickly as I can. But the dungeon's right along the way. This could be fun. I mean, except for that there's a crap ton of... Could I win this? Wait, those are monster hunters. There's only 2 phalanxes. I think I could win this. I'll do manual just in case I need to smite something, but I should be able to win this. And if I can clear this, I'll get a few free units too, so that's always helpful. Right now I just need bodies on the front line, just people to fight. Okay, would like to have that Manicore Rider come running in and try to pounce something. I think, do these guys have Guard Breaker? I don't think they do. No. They do inflict daze though. That could come in handy. I'm going to spread out. They seem to be perfectly happy to come to me, so I'm gonna spread out a bit. And see what he does. I'm hoping that Manicore Rider comes running in and pounces. Alright, good. He pounced in it right where I wanted him to, pretty much. Alright, if only I could break his guard somehow, that would be pretty nice. I could give somebody Mighty Meek, that would be maybe fun. Wreck does not apply. Disintegrate probably won't work. Dang, it's got a pretty good chance though. Problem is the Tigran. I'm not really as worried about the other Manticore Rider, if it's not a Tigran anyway. Instant Wrath could be useful here. Instant Wrath could actually be very useful here. Where is the other Manticore Rider? I thought there was two of them. Was it just a tiger was the other one? Oh, okay, well that changes things quite a bit. I have a small chance to panic him. Got probably a small chance to daze him. He does not have Tireless as far as I know. No, he does not, so we're just going to use up all his action points. Let's go ahead and... Nah, Instant Wrath will prevent me from casting Paid Absolution on this turn. I think these guys can handle this on their own. We'll just use up his action points. They'll die, but... Oh, they got lifesteal. That helps. Oh, they did break his card? Oh, they panicked him. That's what happened. A panic actually succeeded. Okay. Well, that means you can Warcry and kill him with pretty much no trouble. And maybe go after a Monster Hunter or something. Would prefer to save the Phalanxes for last. You made the mistake of using your ability. Good sir. I'm sorry for you. I'm just gonna put this orc out here on defense, I think. And then you can come hang out over here. Alright, you can handle the tiger, I would hope. Now, this guy's getting ganged up on, which is just not fair at all. I like that lifesteal on those guys, that's nice. You can kill him, which leaves you with killing momentum. I would like you to Warcry and hit him. Get him off of this other guy. And use that lifesteal. There we go. That was pretty easy. Exalteds are freaking good. Worth 400 gold for a Tigran Sphinx and an Ice Queen. Yeah. I'm going to get 216 gold either way, so... Sure, we'll take free units. Just generally run that way, please. That's fine. This one I can auto. Nope, no trouble. These items look terrible. Wait, regeneration or regrowth? It's regeneration, not regrowth. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that stuff. I'm not gonna use that. And then I want this cherub to go east. I want him up here kind of scouting this area, I think. It's kind of where my Exalted are heading anyway, but... Oh, there's another spawner camp up there. That could be a problem. I wonder if the cherub and my new units here, combined with Smite, could go deal with that. Or that actually seems like something this army could go handle, since they're kind of slower moving anyway. You can get to that haste berries. Yes, do that. And join up with him, maybe. Just to keep things from sneaking up from this direction. Ganon's army's pretty much full. No, they're not full. They could use more. Keep going. Oh, there's the other part of Ganon's army that I kind of forgot about. who are now kind of going the wrong way, actually. I should have left them going that direction, but this is fine. I'm gonna have these guys come stay up here. Just a couple impalers. I actually want a decent little force on that city just to hold ground against anything because I don't really have a lot watching this area. Check for you guys, check for you guys. I'll probably just leave this little group here in case anything tries to slip past, like through here or something. Besides that Ice Queen, an undead Ice Queen is not going to be very useful against Dreadnought at all. For this group, I'm going to start moving them in this direction. I get the feeling it's probably not going to matter. But I'll at least start forming up another army. You can build a road. One more space. The Exalted, I think I was sending him up to join these guys. And then I think on the, you know what, I think on the next episode we'll go back underground and see what's going on with these armies down here. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. I was going to try to finish up the turn, but I think it's going to take a little bit too long. But I suppose by clicking next turn, a lot of things might happen. So I may as well take a break here. You guys can let me know, am I doing anything right? Am I doing anything wrong? Is there anything I should change? In terms of spell casting or whatever, I've still got my casting points, still got Paid Absolution ready to go. So just kind of let me know what you think of the current situation. Well, I am sorry that Carzan's army had to run, but at a certain point in this game, you gotta, like, know when you're outnumbered, and I was very, very outnumbered, so I don't think these handful of units, 10 units or whatever this is, 11 units, we're going to be able to handle 71 enemies that were charging them, so I feel like this is the right choice. But let me know what you think. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this series so far. I hope you're having fun, and I will see you all in the next episode. Shout out to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Adam James, Jim Bro, Tarsak, and Tibian Army. Thanks so much, everybody.